Hi, today I'm going to show you on how to perform update of InfoCapture by exporting and importing it to CSV file. So I have this project that contains different kind of fields. What I'm going to do first is to export the data. So I'm going to navigate to the admin and then find my project and heading to export and import from CSV. I'm going to export the data. You can check this box if you have lots of data, because the system will compress it to zip file, so it will be a lot faster. But if you don't have that many data, you can just press that button, export all data to CSV. So I can see it has been downloaded, and then because I have Excel installed, it automatically opened in Excel. So now I can manipulate the data in Excel. The problem with Excel, sometimes it's trying to be clever and then create all kind of different assumption with the data that we have. So see what happens if I just save this back without making any changes. So I'm going to save as back as a CSV without making any change option. I'll replace that back. Okay, and then what happens if I go back to bulk update and then select that CSV file back? You get this error, invalid format, date on report, and many other things. So this is just one of the symptoms when the Excel kind of changed some of the field type. See what happens if I now export again the data. Okay, let me just close that without saving. So I have that in a download file. So I can now actually open this in, because CSV is basically a plain text file. You could actually open it any note editor, something like Notepad or anything like that. But I have something called Sublime. So this is basically what it is. As you can see, the string have a quotes, and then all the value are separated by comma. See what happens if I save this back just in a CSV file using Sublime, for example. And I'm going to import this back. It works. So that's because my text editor does not actually make any alteration to the data at all, or any kind of formatting. So how do we make some changes? There are many ways you can do. One of my favorite ones is I downloaded alternative to Excel called LibreOffice. So LibreOffice is a bit like an open source alternative to spreadsheet. You can, depending on your platform, you can download Mac or Windows. So I have it installed, and then now what I'm going to do, I'm going to perform the same thing again by exporting all the data. So we have export data again. This time I'm going to close Excel. I'm not going to use Excel, but instead I'm just going to open my LibreOffice, and I'm going to open that file. Just make sure I've got the last one. Okay. So first thing you notice is actually asking you what Unicode. In Claromentis, we always import and export in Unicode or UTF-8, basically. And also, you can see the preview of the data here in terms of what... Oh, I just changed that back. It's back to Unicode 8. And then, yeah. And you can actually see the preview of the data. So let's get this open with in here. Okay. Brilliant. So I've got this open. And now, let's say the same... If I just save this without making any changes, save as, I'm going to mark this with Libre and CSV file, save that back. I will ask you whether the open document format, do you want to save it as an open document format? I'll just keep it as a CSV file this time. Open document format is like the alternative to like Doc or Excel in either LibreOffice or OpenOffice. Okay, so I have it saved. So now I'm gonna import this back. It's a success. So it doesn't actually make any alteration to any format or anything like that. Great. So what I can do now, I can start making some changes if I wanted to. So I'll open the same file. So I'm going to do first, let's say I'm going to change the short string instead of Bobby with the triple B. I'm going to correct this with a Bobby. So the first ticket's got a name there called Bobby. And the other one that I want to make some changes is financial value. So financial value is a bit unique because in this case we, where is it? Okay, so we have like 20,050, but let's have a look what actually is in the front end. We got the first one, Bobby with a triple B. Let's have a look at the financial value. It's actually 250. So with Claromentis, when you have a financial value, if you specify the form field as a financial value, we basically assume that there's two decimals filled without any separations. So in a text file, it actually showed, or in a CSV file, shown as 20,050, as you can see there. So what about if I want to make this into, let's say, 325? Let's just do that. Okay, let's make those changes. So we fixed the name Bobby with just 2 B's and the finance value to 325. Let's save this now. Okay, close that. Let's go back to InfoCapture, the admin panel, and I'm going to import that data. Import. Imported. Success. Let's have a look in the front end, see what happens there. Refresh. So first of all, I can see the name is now correct, 2 B's. And the financial value, let's have a look, 325. So that's how you perform import and export and manipulating data using CSV file. I hope that's useful. My name is Michael, and I hope I'll see you soon. Thank you.